Hey Upper Cervical family, Dr. Tedder here. I wanted to share a video of my purpose, my why I do what I do, my story. Many of you guys don't realize that we were patients, my wife and I were patients before we were the doctor. And so as you come into practice and you see this excitement that we have and this passion that myself and my staff and my doctors have, why I created Upper Cervical Chiropractic in Georgia, why we're the largest chiropractic clinic in the Southeast, why did I create Atlanta Weight Loss and Body Balance with Dr. Susan? The reason being is because we were on the other side of the coin first. We had problems first, and when I figured out my solutions, I then wanted to make sure that people didn't suffer like we did. I wanted to make sure we created avenues for health that people didn't suffer. My wife was a migraine sufferer. She had female hormonal issues. She had menstrual cycle issues. She was not ovulating early in life, and we had tried everybody, spent tens of thousands of dollars in time on trying to find my wife help. Here's the deal. One of my best buds, Dr. Conicello, he was an upper cervical chiropractor like myself today. And I took my wife to Dr. Conicello before I was even an upper cervical chiropractor. He did the same thing in his office as what we do in ours. He took pictures of her. He took scans on her. We started her on a corrective process. We put on a corrective program for 7 months. I started out 3 times a week, then twice a week, went down. We went through the same model you did in Greenville. So I was driving from Lawrenceville, Georgia to Greenville, South Carolina 2 and 3 times a week to get my wife the help. But here's the deal. That was the first time in her life that she got help, that she got well, and she got well really well. And here's the thing. Within 6 months, her life had completely turned around. Within a year, she had begun ovulating again. And now, of course, we're married and have kids. So the reason Dr. Tedder and Dr. Cave and Dr. Joe, Dr. Kira and Renee, all these people are so passionate is because we've been there. I'm so passionate because chiropractic gave me kids. My chiropractic gave my wife back to me. And so I'm so passionate about reaching people because I don't want people to suffer. And there's so many people that drive by our office every day that have no clue that we're even there. They have no clue. So that's why we depend on our patients. We depend on you to share your stories and to help serve people and in your churches, in your work life, in your family, and your husbands and wives and kids. If they're suffering from subluxation and they don't know it, gosh, guys, we've got to tell them. Because if my wife didn't know, I wouldn't be here today. My wife would be sick. We'd probably be married. But because chiropractic, some man moved the bone in her neck, got the pressure off her brainstem, and she got well, guess what? Now I do this for a living because I love it and I want to make sure nobody has to suffer if they don't want to. Atlanta Weight Loss and Body Balance. Why did I put that together? Well, the reality is this, is that over the last 6 years of my life, 7 years of my life, I went through some very tough emotional, physical, emotional stress. And my body created metabolic damage. I literally created to the point where my bodies were so toxic and so inflamed that I was working out twice a day sometimes, eating clean foods, measuring my foods. I was eating no sugar, I was eating the cleanest you can get, but yet I got myself up to 204 pounds. I had skin lesions. I was stressed out, having anxiety attacks. My body on the inside, even though I was getting adjusted because of the stress load, was getting sick. I had to do research. As a scientist, as a doctor, I couldn't figure out why I was doing everything right, but my body was producing everything wrong. And I'll tell you why. It's because our bodies are made up of a chemical lab. And so even though my brainstem was clear, thank God it was clear. If it wasn't, I'd really not be healthy. But what is happening is the stress load, the inflammation of my body was so bad, my body turned on itself and created autoimmune diseases. So that created a whole nother passion and journey for me to go on a journey to figure out what happened. And I did. I discovered how my body was sick. I discovered how to get my body corrected outside of medications and supplements and all the traditional stuff that's out there. And so I joined up with Dr. Susan Manias because she's the best of the best. Dr. Manias also did the same thing. She had multiple sclerosis and was able to cure herself through her protocols, our protocols, and upper cervical care, and now she's in remission. So I wanted to share that with you guys because sometimes you don't realize that even though we're there seeing patients and we're happy and excited, sometimes we don't know what's the why behind the why. And I tell you, my passion is to serve people. I create companies and avenues and systems to help you live the most healthiest life you can live. And so I hope that helps you. That's also why we do the Patient Appreciation Month every January. Yes, we're giving away TVs. Yes, we're having fun in the office. But the real reason is there's a sick and dying world. I drive around this office every day, every weekend, and I see thousands and thousands of people that are just sick and suffering. They're on medications. They have no hope. they're just getting sicker, and then they come to us when they're 70 and they wonder why they can't be 30. Well, I'll tell you, if you understand what I'm saying, and you got a heart like I do, and you got a heart to serve people, and you want to help people live a better life, don't keep your care secret. Help us reach people. January, Patient Appreciation Day, is a phenomenal day to do that, a month to do that. There's no charge for exams and x-rays. It allows us to meet the community, allows us to meet people and serve people and get them the help they need. Hey, listen, I wanted to share that with you, not for the PAD, but I really wanted to share it with you because I do love what I do. I do have a passion. We were on the sick side at one point. Now we're on the healthy side, and we're just having fun serving people. And I want you to know that we've been where you're at, and there's always hope. Keep going forward. Keep moving forward. Keep sharing chiropractic. Keep doing what you're doing, because your body's literally getting better as long as you're proactive. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you at your office visit.